I'm Lotty from Metal Temple magazine. I'm at the Southampton Guildhall with Dan from Skindred. So how are you doing, Dan?
I'm very well, thanks. First day of tour I've got here. Taking my shoes off and making myself at home.
Yeah, it's very cosy in here.
Yeah.
With sofas. And
pretty, an array, a buffet.
A buffet of food.
Everyone loves a buffet.
I mean, what can go wrong here, right?
Yeah.
This is your the first date of the UK tour, or was it, if I'm not mistaken?
Well, it's the first day of this run. We actually had, we played on Halloween, so that was a few days ago. But and that was kind of like the test run with the production and everything.
Oh, right. So, yeah, of course.
So, but this is like the first actual like show of the dates that are together.
Cool. And how did that test run go on Halloween?
I think it was good.
Yeah.
I think it was good. People seemed to dig it. People were getting into the new songs and stuff, you know.
And as I say, because you've released, excuse me for stating the obvious, you've released your new album, Volume. It's a brilliant album. I loved it.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, which songs have received the most reaction from the crowd so far?
What, from the new songs?
From the new songs.
So when are you putting this out? Because I don't want to give it away what songs we're necessarily playing. But the internet, people will know.
Of course, yeah.
But I mean, people will know anyway because the internet. People have set this on. So we've been playing three new ones.
Right. Cool. Okay.
And some other bits, some other elements, So.
Yeah.
So, but
don't want to spoil the surprise.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's really good.
Let's go on to that new album. I can't remember the name of the song. Something called "Say." It didn't sound like
Saying It Now.
Say Again Now. I think it was
Saying It Now. I think
Saying It Now. Yeah, it didn't sound like a Skindred song to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
It was,
I do know what you mean. I mean, it was maybe less of the kind of like reggae element in it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's maybe a bit more of a classic rocky kind of thing.
It was sort of like Biffy. Well, not really Biffy Clyro, but sort of like modern classic rock.
I know what you're saying. Yes. I totally know what you're saying. But I do think it is part of our spectrum of what we do.
Yeah.
I don't think it is just
reggae.
Totally but I don't think it's totally different to what we do, I think it is. I think there's a place for it. And I mean, if you look at the last record, there were songs like We Live.
Okay.
Songs like Saturday.
Right.
There's songs that did kind of have, but they're all part of that kind of thing, I think, which we've kind of always done. So it's not like a new
It's
thing.
not like a new
But
thing.
I absolutely know where you're coming from by pointing that out.
So I'm going to be honest, this was the first full Skindred album I've listened to, other than bits and pieces. I was wondering if it was a regular thing or if it's just for that album.
It's like, when you put an album together, you sort of go, well, we want to put the best possible songs that we've written on the album, but also you want them to represent you. Because you could write a song and it not be you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we felt like that was still us, and that's why it's on the record. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
But everyone's like, they can have their own opinion on it totally, but we felt
true.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of like our thinking behind that. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite song on the brand new album, Volume?
I do.
Yeah.
I love Hit the Ground.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Catchy, big riff, and all that,
The volume stuck in my head all day at work.
Cool.
And it's the bit, the volume.
Yeah. I think we tend to have these earworms,
you do.
Yeah.
You do. Sort of Kill the Power.
Yeah.
Ninja,
Just little things that kind of persist. Yeah.
It's quite cool. And sort of going back to the tour, is there anywhere you're looking forward to going to, any cities you're looking forward to playing?
I was born in Southampton.
No way!
And I grew up here. And I moved when I was 18.
Okay.
So I used to come to the Guildhall to see the bands that I wanted to see when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
So, we played here. I played here with Cubs.
Did you?
Yeah, with Cubs, but when I was 8 or something. And we played here with we've supported some bands here. We never headlined here, so this was always because this was the big venue in Southampton. This is the big venue in Southampton.
It is the big venue in Southampton.
And the idea that we'd headlining it out was just awesome. So this was one for me personally because
it's your hometown.
Yeah, this is where I was born, and so here definitely. Just all of it. I mean, I'm just happy to be on tour again, to be honest with you.
That's cool.
Because, during the summer, we're constantly playing, but it's like festival shows, and you're going, you're flying here, you're flying there, you're flying here, flying here. And it is just mind scrambled. But here, we get on the tour bus, I put my bag on the tour bus, and that's it. Yeah, and then I just sort of get up, sort my stuff out, I've eat a banana, and then I'm set. Where, it's much...
It seems like it's more chilled.
Yeah. So today, though, is like finding our feet, though. So everyone's kind of like, this is my bit on the bus, or this is where, and like just trying to get your space and find places to put stuff and hanging. That's my hanger.
That's what, with a sparkly jacket on?
Yeah, that's me, of course. I'm known for my sparkly jackets.
I'll be disappointed if I don't see you wear that on stage tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah, it'd be interesting to see what band does wear that one, then.
Yeah. I wonder.
Be a surprise.
Yeah.
All right. And from what I understand, you played here last year as well at Talking Heads?
Yeah, we did like some dates where we played small venues.
That's right.
Yeah, we did Talking Heads. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, that was really jam-packed.
Yes.
And sweaty.
Yes. The small ones are, and loud.
Yes.
Like the bigger shows, for some reason, it just seems like they're quieter. Because, because it's like a big sound jammed into a little room is always louder.
I suppose there's more when there's more people as well.
Denser.
And there's like more space. So do you sort of prefer the intimate shows or like the bigger shows? Or do you not have a preference?
I feel like I love playing the big shows.
Yeah,
I love playing the big shows. But the smaller shows are so much part of our like history, of course. And we've always kind of done them as well. Like we still didn't like mention Talking Heads, us going and playing there or those kind of things. And it's like we know that we wouldn't be doing what we're doing now if it wasn't for playing those small shows. So it's just like, so a lot of bands like get big and they sort of forget that. I feel like, and we like to like spin that plate, like.
Yeah, of course. So it's like saying, going back to smaller venues and how important, because I think Dragon Force actually did that again. Like they played the Joiners.
Yeah.
Last year.
A lot of people like it's. I feel like it's a good thing to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Now and again, if you can put this all together and kind of afford it, because the thing is, like the bigger a band gets, the more expensive it is for you to tour, because because you end up having like different crew and production people expect certain things, and then it's just like it's hard to do it because you have to pare down your production and things like that, and still make it relevant for the show, and then like the tickets might end up being expensive and things like that. So you have to like try and figure it out. But I feel like we kind of got the best of both worlds.
That's good. I'm so glad. And going back to this, you were saying you grew up in Southampton, and have you noticed any differences between like what the music scene's like now between when you moved from Southampton? Is there any difference?
I couldn't tell you like really, because I mean, okay, when I grew up here, I forgot about that as well. That's so good. Good time. When I grew up here, it was Guildhall, Joiners. On for the most part, and then like late 90s, more kind of like punky kind of venues opened up where people were still like, they weren't really venues, but bands were playing. Like my friends' bands were playing and things like that.
Yeah, okay.
And that was cool. But I know you've obviously got Soul Cellar, and then you had across the road Hamptons, but that's gone now, right?
Hamptons is gone. Yeah, it's now Goblets. I'm not sure.
No, Goblets was always there.
Oh, right.
Hamptons was a different thing. And then you had Lennon's, and then you had like obviously like you always had Talking Heads, always had the Brook,
we've got the Hobbit as well.
The Hobbit for small shows.
Yeah, they're really good for those.
Yeah, they're great. That's where I used to go because I was a little hippie. So there's always been like great places to play in Southampton. There's always been like really really cool places. But I mean, I don't know how it's different. I know you've got that 18-something venue.
The 18+ venue.
It's called 1865 or something.
1865, yeah.
Is that what it's called? 1865.
Yeah, that opened up quite recently.
Yeah, and
that's a really good venue for shows.
And you got the one like over there that's like
the engine rooms.
The engine rooms, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be called the Mo Club. Now it's the
Mo Roller.
Mo Roller, yeah.
When I was a kid,
the roller disco
my sister used to go to ballet lessons there when like in like 1980 something.
How funny.
Yeah, so So there's always been things, but I honestly couldn't tell you what the music scene is like in Southampton because I've not hung around it enough recently. And when I'm here, I'm just seeing like family and stuff like that.
It's still quite rich, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the venues are still.
I can imagine. Well, I know that Advanced Promotions, who are no more, but they did so much. You know?
Oh, they did.
And
did.
And then, but essentially, like a lot of that team is thought together, like the MJR, and they're like now. So and they've always done loads and loads and loads. So I feel like they kept stuff going really in Southampton.
They have.
You know, as far as like taking chances on new music, like rock music specifically.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know, a bit like bigger agencies probably they're not like willing to take the chance like that. Whereas like
some of them
they're like actual fans of music and they wanted stuff to happen. And
just to sort of round up, I've never seen Skindred before.
Right.
So what can we expect from tonight's live show?
A lot of dancing.
A lot of dancing, good.
Very loud. Some laughs for all the family. I don't know. Right. You know, I think we've worked really hard over the years at making our live show kind of something that's kind of like interactive, but at the same time it's like playing songs people want to hear, playing songs we want to play, and I think that comes across.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of like the idea is like a reggae sound system, but it's kind of heavy metal.
That sounds pretty cool.
That's the vibe.
That's good. I remember like listening to the new album on the bus to work and then like shaking my hips on the seat.
There you go.
So a lot of hip shaking.
Yeah, I should imagine.
Well, been a pleasure, Dan, to speak to you today.
No problem.
Thank you very much. We'll do a little handshake.